Yeah. Y'all are tuned in to another episode of the Marathon More podcast. Thanks for having me in your home, in your phone, or wherever you watching or listening to us at. Before we get into anything, I want y'all to go and subscribe and like the Marathon More podcast on YouTube. We are also on Facebook. We are also on Instagram. Go ahead and give us a follow. Anybody can follow, anybody can join, you know what I'm saying? Uh, yeah, man, and just give us the little support that we need, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, all this only works and if we're getting feedback, you know what I'm saying, with as far as subscribers and follows, shares, all the big algorithm talk, you know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. Today we have a very special episode for y'all. I got my man.
Unknown caller.
He's actually calling right now. L Boogie, what's up, man? You are live on the Marathon More podcast. I was just talking about you right now. What's up with it, man? Are you there? Oh snap! Hold up. Roadcast. There we go. My bad. There we go.
Hello.
El Boogie, what's up, man? You were live on the Marathon More podcast, man. It's funny that you called right now because I was just talking about you, man. Kind of give a little bit of introduction. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, it was an accident I called you. I was actually trying to save your name, the phone number, in my phone, but things are so difficult for me to do.
Yeah, man. So I was letting the people know, out there in the world that how we grew up together, man. You know what I'm saying? We done known each other since I guess you could say the beginning, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, third grade.
Red light, green light.
Red light, green light. You know what I'm saying? How I go
Yes,
get it?
sir.
You know, all that,
Yep.
all that. You know what I'm saying? We was hanging out when rollerblades first came out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we was nice on them rollerblades though.
Yeah, we were.
We was nice with it, But yeah,
That's funny because I just had my wife buy me some last year.
is that right? Yep. I bought. So when the pandemic hit, people had to start finding ways to try to find ways to have fun again and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
we was trying to find ways to have fun and like get back to like normal life and stuff like that. So I started, I got a basketball court. I put in the ground in the backyard so we could ball. I had started this podcast. It was just
Yeah, the pandemic was crazy, right?
yeah, man. We went through so much, man. Like just in a sense of like just trying to like find yourself again. Like, you know what I'm saying? It really put people where they need to be. Like if you was with a woman and like y'all wasn't really loving each other, you was gonna find out during that pandemic. You know what I'm saying? What it
Yeah,
was.
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
And there had to be a lot of divorces, and then a lot of people probably fell in love with each other again. That really, was really losing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is. It really is.
But I was actually just getting into the introduction part. But what I really wanted to do on the show today is just to let you, you know what I'm saying, tell a little bit about yourself, and you know what I'm saying, and how life can change so quickly. That was the topic that I was gonna go with today because we could be in the best of health and the best of situations. You know what I'm saying, but as the
Yeah.
saying goes, what goes up must come down, and we're fighting the clock every day. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Whether we want to believe it or not, you know what I'm saying? And I look at, I mean, I see people, our age. You know what I'm saying? I look at my wife, and I'm very grateful to be in the health that I'm in today, and my wife be in the health, and my children, and doing our best to have a
Hmm.
healthy relationship. I mean, we do have our bumps and our hills and our valleys, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's a beautiful struggle.
Yeah, yes, sir. That's the truth.
So why don't you go
It
ahead and
really
take
is.
off, man? So I wanted to get into like well, first off, I wanted to apologize to you. You know what I'm saying? Because for the people, for a little bit of context, I want y'all to know that my man had called me yesterday, right? So I'm watching the Laker game. I got my phone on vibrate, but I don't have my shit on ring because I'm watching the game. I'm trying to really chill and watch the Laker game. We was game 2 of the playoffs yesterday. So and they playing against the Grizzlies. Y'all know how I feel about my man John Morant. You know what I mean? So they was going in doing their thing, and my phone keep buzzing. It's on the mantle on my fireplace, but I'm just chilling on the couch. I'm like, oh, I'll let the machine get it, whatever. Whoop whoop whoop. So I'm chilling, and it started buzzing. I'm like, what is going on here? So it stopped. And then it started again. I'm like, yo, what is going on? So I grabbed the phone. And I see it's Long Beach coming in. Long Beach, incoming call from Long Beach. I'm like, who the hell do I know in Long Beach? So I'm thinking, I'm like, I don't know nobody in Long Beach. So I'm like, okay, so this must be a bill collector or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yep.
cause I've been getting my credit together. You know what I'm saying? So I've been trying to take care of everything. I mean, there was a point in my life where I didn't answer my phone for super long, you know what I'm saying? Because I was going through all this credit stuff, but I had recently went through a situation. I had a lawsuit and shit, and it got a little bit of chilly. So I went and I took care of all my little stuff that I had. 500 here, 1,000 there for a doctor bill. Uh,
Yeah.
$300 from my old Comcast bill. You know, just all the stuff that they
Yeah,
throw
yeah,
on
yeah,
you.
yeah. Just getting rid of all of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all that stuff they throw on you to try to keep the black man down. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They try to tie you into that forever.
Yeah, they'll try to cut your water off and everything.
Yep.
But yeah, so I'm like, what it so I'm like, I don't know it. So it rang again and it rang again. I'm like, what is going on here? So I answer it and I can't really hear what's going on because I'm like, yo, who is this? Whoop de whoop de whoop. You know what I'm saying? You like, it's me. I'm like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So you started giving me, you know, a little bit of context and what you was calling about and shit like that, and you have gone through some life altering changes in your life recently. You know what I'm
Yeah, yeah.
saying? And I didn't really get the whole gist of everything yesterday because I was super duper mixed up about it. But
Okay.
I talked to my wife about it after, and she was like, "Yo, you need to talk to that man." You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, I am. You know what I'm saying? I was just taken aback by how the whole situation was happening. You know what I'm saying? And then
Oh
at the
yeah,
same
yeah,
time,
yeah, yeah. And I apologize about that, but I do have a brain injury, so it kind of takes my viewpoint to other people out. And if and I got a new number, so whenever I get people's number, I just keep calling until they answer. So I figure, well, if I keep calling, they'll be like, well, this person must know me,
that's true. That is
because they
very
won't.
true.
They're not stop calling, and they'll answer, and then they'll be happy to talk to me.
That is very
Because
true, man.
I'm in a very bad place right now.
Yes, and I definitely
But I feel
apologize.
blessed every time I get to hear somebody's voice that I grew up with.
Hey, man, and that's what I'm here for, man.
And I'm still here, and I'm still here.
And you're
I'm not
still.
giving up, bro. I'm
That's
not
right.
throwing in the towel.
That's
I'm
right,
a
man.
fighter. I'm
That's
gonna
right.
beat this.
Yes, you are.
It's a long journey, but I'm gonna beat this.
Yes, you are, man. I believe in you, brother. I believe in you. You know what I'm saying? And
Yes,
that's
I wasn't trying to interrupt your game. I'm really sorry about that.
oh
But
man,
I wasn't gonna stop calling until you answered
and you
and heard my voice.
nor should you have, and that's a good thing
And I
that you did
appreciate
keep
you
calling.
answering and talking to me.
Man, I got a feeling that we're gonna definitely be talking a lot more in the near future. You know
Oh
what I'm
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm very open to that. I would love that.
because I do this podcast and we are in the baby phases of this podcast right now because it's exclusively on YouTube now. I had went through a situation a few years ago with Spotify and Apple Podcasts and all that good stuff, you know, to
Yeah.
get your word out there, but you end up with millions of views, and I got Apple. Only thing going to my pockets, they wasn't socking it to my pockets. You know what I'm saying? I got $11 for a couple million listens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it just something wasn't right with me. You know what I'm saying? So I started doing my homework and whatnot. I was looking at, Charlemagne has the Black Effect. It's like a little umbrella that they're under. You know,
Uh huh.
Bill Burr has the All Things Comedy that have a bunch of comedians up under that umbrella.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I was, Joe Budden has his network, got a couple things under his umbrella. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
but I'm
Yeah.
noticing that all these creators are starting to do it themselves. The same thing with rappers and music and stuff like that. Like you don't even need the middleman. You don't need CEOs and A&Rs. You don't need distro. You don't need none of that no more.
Yeah. It's all about you and putting the work in, right?
Right. And honestly, like you can do all this yourself now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
yo,
Yeah.
I'm like, what avenue should I take? I didn't have the equipment to do what I'm doing right now. I didn't have, the MacBook with the Rodecaster Pro with the mics and everything that I got now.
Yeah.
So it took me
Okay.
time to go ahead and get my feet up under me so I can do it now. So now we are exclusively on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You're on here with me. You know what I'm saying? It's I got you linked in with the Bluetooth. You know what I'm saying? And I got the camera
Yeah. Yeah.
running
Yeah.
right now. And
Oh,
this
and I should be bringing my brother a dog out there soon.
is
So I'll
that
be
right?
out there. I would love to see you.
Oh, definitely.
Just,
That'll be dope, man. That'll be dope. We could
yeah,
probably
that'd be
get in
super
here and,
dope. Yeah.
and do another episode. You know what I'm saying?
Just go
With
easy
you.
on me because I'm in a cane now. I'm an old man.
Hey, man. Hey, shit. Hey, I don't know if you remember, but back in like 2007, unfortunately I was stabbed a number of times. I was stabbed about 8 times. You know what I'm saying? So I've been in this situation where I had my lung collapse and I had to learn how to walk again and really get my thoughts and stuff and shit like that together. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, yeah,
maybe not,
yeah, yeah.
maybe
So you
not to.
understand?
Yeah, I've been in the coma. You know what I'm saying, on life support and critical and all that too. You know what I'm saying? And the only thing that
Yeah,
really kept me alive was the love from my beautiful wife and support
yeah.
from.
I understand that 100%. The doctors tried to get my wife to sign a do not resuscitate order.
Oh, these motherfuckers tried to DNR him. What?
Yeah, they tried to just let me die.
That's cold. They was
My
like,
wife said, "Heck no, fool! You do what you can to save this fool's life.
that
You
is
crazy?"
that is crazy. You got to be able to make some kind of lawsuit or
Yeah, I
something
just
out of that.
turned 40 last month. Well, I mean in December, so
Right.
I'm not old and like on my deathbed or
Right,
nothing.
right, right, right.
I
We
still
the
got time
same
to do
age. We the
something.
same age.
Yeah, I still got time to do something.
Hey, there's people. Tina Turner didn't even have a hit till after 40. you know,
Huh?
straight up.
Yeah, Sam Jackson didn't get his big break till like he's 56 or something.
Right, right. So, yeah. So there ain't people put their limitations on you a lot in life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because they this is something that they couldn't have made it through. I remember after I got stabbed and all that big situation happened, I had a lot of friends telling me like, man, I wouldn't have made it through that. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have made it. This is what they telling me.
yeah. I had the doctors telling me that. Like, bro, you can't tell the future. You're not God.
That's a fact. That's a
What do you
fact.
mean?
That's
Like,
crazy,
remember
right?
because you saw somebody else did it, they couldn't do it, but I can get through it.
Right.
I'm a fighter. I'm gonna win.
And
Don't count me out yet.
that's such a big testament to the strength of you, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I swear, bro, people, unfortunately, my sister had committed suicide about 3 years ago. My sister Keisha, you know her.
Oh,
Yeah, man. She
I'm sorry to hear that.
she was in a domestic, you know what I'm saying, problems and shit with her husband and whatnot, and they was arguing and whatnot and this, that, and the other. So I guess she would say that she was gonna take herself out a lot. So it got to the point where I guess with him, like, she was crying wolf or whatnot. So she had said what she said, and he was just chilling in the living room, and he had got up because he like, an hour or something that went by. he ain't hear. I guess he assumed that she had went to bed, but
Yeah.
he went back in the back room and opened up the closet, and she was hanging in there.
She hung herself?
Yeah, man.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, right? Rest in peace to
Yeah,
my sister
wow.
Keisha, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This life takes you on different roads. It's crazy.
And even me personally, man, I ain't perfect. I done been in situations where, like, I didn't want to live no more, and to the point
Yeah, I've been there as well.
where you feel like there's nothing left to do this for, you know. And it's usually like when someone builds something up for so long. Like me personally, like ever since I got out the pen, I've been with this woman. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like in a way, like she kind of saved my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she's a good woman.
Because I wouldn't have made a lot of the decisions that I made without her, backing me. Like, because I didn't believe in myself to a certain extent. I have all the confidence in the world, but deep down, we like Kanye say,
Yeah,
we're all self conscious. You know what I'm saying? It just depends who's gonna admit
yeah,
admit it. You know what I mean?
yep.
And another man that is definitely, I don't want to take away from what we're gonna talk about, but you heard what's up with Benabos?
No, I didn't hear. I didn't hear about what happened with him.
I guess his organs had shut down or something like that. He's really in a bad way right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for letting me know that. Yes, I just found out that my cousin Martine died.
Oh
I
my
didn't know that.
goodness.
They
Jeez.
wouldn't tell me that because they didn't want it to affect me because I can't
Wow.
get too down or too angry or something.
Yeah, man.
I gotta really keep my
Damn.
emotions in check. So they didn't
Oh
tell me.
my God. Rest in peace to Martine McLean Robinson, man. Another angel we got up there in the sky, man. And honestly, she was
Yep.
really good friends with my sister,
Yeah,
man. They
she
was
was a good one.
that man, definitely, man. I'm looking at her obituary right now, honestly, man. And I
Yeah,
know
I
they
never even seen that. I wonder how her daughter is doing.
yeah, yeah,
I need
yeah.
to talk to her daughter.
I seen a Kaya in a Petsco about 2 weeks ago, and I had spoke with her. She seems to be in really good spirits. She doesn't seem really down about it. And honestly, this is the second Marathon More podcast, and the first Marathon More podcast was I was on a live call with Mailman out there in Raleigh, South
Yeah.
or Charlotte, North Carolina. Yeah, man. So yeah, that was a definitely an unfortunate situation. So let's get back to you, man. So what? Okay, so let's go all the way back to okay.
Okay.
One day you feel like everything's straight, and the next day it's a whole different lifestyle. Why don't you just go ahead and take off from
Oh
there?
yeah, I wanted to say that to you and your listeners too.
Okay, go for
For you and your wife as well. Make sure you check your blood pressure because the doctors call it the silent killer because you really can't feel nothing until it's really, really, really too late. So my wife just told me to go to the urgent care just get a checkup because I hadn't been to the doctor in so long. You know, us as black men don't go to the doctors.
facts, facts.
So my wife told me just go get a checkup, and she told me to go, and everything was felt fine, but I don't know. So and I was smoking a lot of cigarettes, but so I went to the doctor to get a checkup, and they told me, oh, your blood pressure is 200, and the good blood pressure is supposed to be like between 100 and 130.
Damn.
Mine was 200, and they let me go to them. And I told them I gotta leave, and they're like, you can't drive like this. I said, well, I gotta pick my daughter up from school. Said nobody to pick her up. So I went to go. They said, okay, well, after that, go to a hospital as soon as you can. So I went to pick my daughter up from school. And I have a big old Infinity truck too, so I'm glad I didn't have a stroke while I was driving.
Damn.
And having my daughter, I would have killed who knows how many people on the road.
Facts.
And I picked up my daughter, and when I got home, I called my wife and told her what happened. And as they told me to go to the hospital, she left her work and came to the house real quick and got me and took me to the hospital. And on the way to the hospital, I just started feeling terrible, and I had to throw up. I told her to pull over so I could throw up, and I had the worst headache I ever had in my life. It felt like I had a midget inside of my brain, just with a sledgehammer, just hitting every part of my brain.
Damn.
So I ended up sticking my finger all the way up my nose to my fist trying to massage my brain.
Hold on, let me get this right. You stuck your finger all the way up, not the knuckle on your finger, but to the
No,
fist
the
part.
knuckle that you use to punch somebody.
Oh
Yeah, I
my
stuck my whole finger all the way up my nose because I had to massage my brain because it felt so bad. I felt
oh
like I
my
needed to massage it.
God. That is
Then,
just
then I went
crazy.
in the hospital and
Okay.
they took my blood pressure. And I told them my symptoms, like how I was feeling. And the nurse didn't tell the doctor my symptoms because they could have gave me a pill to immediately drop my blood pressure. But since she didn't tell them, they didn't know. And then I had my first massive stroke.
So you had a stroke then and there.
Yeah, at the hospital. My blood pressure was 220 by then.
Jesus. So
I had a
a
stroke at the
stroke. So
hospital.
excuse me for being ignorant, but what exactly
No,
happens when you have a stroke? Like, what is it? Is it arteries that are constricted, or what is it exactly? What is a stroke exactly?
can be. It's kind of like a heart attack, but for your brain.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
So it's like on cartoons when you see like people going like all wild and their limbs and everything going every way
Right.
and they fall out.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. So I
Damn.
woke up just in the hospital bed and I couldn't talk. I could only like put my thumb up or thumb down for yes and no.
Damn. So you just woke up and like out of nowhere. Like, did you remember anything
No, I
previous?
didn't remember anything. I was just in the hospital bed with my family around me, asking me questions, but I couldn't talk. So I would use my thumbs up for yes and thumb down for no, because I couldn't talk.
So everything, your whole entire life just changed like that in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, yeah, and they took away like a bunch of my memories.
Oh,
But I still have like long time memories, but my short term memory, like it goes really quick.
damn. That's why. Well, I'm glad you remember me, man. Shit.
Yes, I do. Yes, sir.
That's super
Things that
unfortunate.
really affected me in my life, I remember. But just instances or people I only know for a second or something, I can't remember. Or
Yeah.
people I didn't really know that well.
Right.
Like I might have like a glimpse of them, but I don't really remember them. Like I can't remember their name, but I remember like, oh yeah, there was this. Like I remember, D had a fine girlfriend that I used to like.
Yeah.
I told him that I couldn't remember her name though, but he told me yesterday. I talked to him. Tasha.
Tasha.
Yeah,
Oh
I couldn't
yeah.
remember her name.
Yeah,
I just
Tasha.
remembered that he had a fine girlfriend that I used to really, really, really like. I just remembered that, but I couldn't remember her name. I couldn't place it.
Yeah, man. That's wild, man. So how'd you remember D? You just always had D's number?
Oh no, I asked my brother to give it from because I was trying to get your number.
Okay.
And I remember you guys lived by each other.
Yeah, we did. We did. He lives in
Yeah, so I asked him. I asked my brother was D in jail, and he said no. I said, well, give me his number, and he texted me his number, and I finally got it. So I called him. And that's how I got your number.
yeah, D's doing
Cause
real.
I remember you guys used to live next door to each other. So I asked him,
Yeah, we
"You
did.
got Slick's number?" He's like, "Yeah."
Yeah, we sure did. And I thought I had Vic's number for you.
Oh, Curtis got it from me.
Oh, he
I
did?
talked to him.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I cried on the phone talking to him last night.
Good, man.
I
That's
started
good.
feeling really down about my situation.
Oh,
Cause
man.
some days I feel really bad
Right.
because I can't even do normal things by myself like a man should be able to do. Like I
Uh,
have to have my father walk me to the toilet. Like it's weird. He put a glove on me. It's weird. Just regular things like even just sitting in a chair to not fall over is exhausting. Like I
damn.
feel like I play a full court basketball for an hour. Like I'm drained.
Damn.
It's weird how the brain works. It really controls everything, bro.
Definitely, definitely. Growing up, I remember. So you've been going to church and stuff like that?
Yeah, I just started back.
That's good. And
So this is really it's actually been a blessing for me Cause I was on a bad path, bro.
Definitely. Me and my wife recently started going back to church on Sundays also.
Oh yeah, it's good to be close to God, bro. He cares for us a lot. He really saved my life. Cause a lot of people don't live through one stroke, and I had five.
Right.
So that was the
Exactly.
first one. And then after my first one, they put me in the hospital, and my brain swelled up so much that it was pressing against my skull, and I was gonna die. So they had to cut my skull out.
To
Like
release
from
the
the forehead
pressure
to the back of your ear, I have no skull on the right side.
from the
It's just
forehead
skin over my brain.
to the back of your ear.
Like from the front of your eyebrow to the back of your ear, I have no skull on the right side. It's just a piece of flesh over my brain. I can feel my brain. I can actually touch it. My head's squishy like a tomato.
Yeah.
It
Damn.
feels so crazy.
So fuck. So they took that shit out. They took so I'm trying to get a
They
good
cut open the top of my head and reached in and cut open the side of my skull and took it out.
to reduce the pressure from
Yeah, to reduce the pressure.
because your
And they
brain was
sent it to
swelling.
California for them to put it in the cryogenic freezer, like uh, what is that movie with Sylvester Stallone and
Oh, oh,
Wesley
oh,
Snipes?
with Taco Bell in it.
Demolition Man.
Demolition Man, yeah.
Yeah, they froze my brain, my skull in that in like a cryogenic freezer to keep it from deteriorating.
Right, to
And they
keep
lost
it
it for a
straight
little bit, but we found it.
so they can use it
But
again.
yeah, because they're gonna put it back into my head on the 11th of May is my surgery date.
May 11th, they're gonna put your skull back onto your head.
Yeah, they were gonna try to make an implant, but they found it because they lost it, but then they found it.
They lost your shit. They lost the part of your skull.
Yeah, cause this happened in Vegas, so they mailed it to California because they didn't have the technology to keep it, so they mailed it to California. A lot of people they put it inside of their abdomen. I don't know why they didn't put it inside of my abdomen, but they mailed it to California to Carlsbad to keep in a cryogenic freezer, and it kind of got lost. But then they found it, and my surgeon's name is Dr. Kobe. Kobe,
Dr. Kobe, huh?
that's crazy, bro.
Dr. Kobe. Shout out to Kobe and rest in peace to Kobe and Gigi too, man. Rest in peace to them. Yeah,
Oh
man.
yeah, so after my first one, when they took my skull out, then they put me in the hospital in the rehab center, and in the rehab center I caught COVID, and then I started getting blood clots, and that's how I had my other four strokes.
Fuck. So you have five altogether,
I had five altogether, five last year. I had four in July, and my massive first one was in May of last year.
and the last one was
And
in
most
May.
people don't live through one,
Jeez.
or they never talk again. Well, they told me I would never talk again. I never would move my left side. The doctors told me. They told my wife and my daughter to give up on me. That he's basically done. And they try to throw me in a nursing home and just give me a bunch of pills and drug me up and throw me in a corner and let me
Damn.
just sit there and die.
That's how they do a nigga too, man. That's
I was
cold.
like, nope, I'm not going out like that.
That's
So I
cold.
started looking on the internet for somebody to pay to bring me out to LA. Because LA has better doctors
And you
and a
had the
better health
strength
system.
and you had the strength to search out a better situation because they wasn't showing you no love. And
Well, I can't take all the credit. A lot of it was my wife, but yeah.
that's amazing. That's amazing. That is amazing, man.
And it's seriously like the day and night, the difference between the healthcare system out there and the healthcare system out here in Los Angeles County. Because as soon as I got here, they started trying to put me through therapy. They weren't doing none of that there. They called like 7 minutes of therapy in intense therapy.
Damn.
It was like 7 minutes, like not even at the same time. They just show up when they show up.
Yeah.
Then they do like 7 minutes and then they're done and they leave. But then when I got brought to California, they started putting me through actual real therapy,
That's good, man. That's super
teaching me how
good.
to walk again.
And what hospital are you going to out? You're in Long Beach right now. Are you,
Yeah, but I go
is
to
it
UCLA.
UCLA? Okay, that's what I was wondering if it was like a certain kind of hospital which specializes in and has like a whole department for what your situation is.
When I first came out here, I went to UCLA and they sent me to a place called California Rehabilitation,
Okay.
and then I was doing pretty good there, and they sent me to a place called Center for Neural Skills in Tarzana.
Okay.
Like as an inpatient, I like lived in their house, and they started teaching me how to cook again, how to take showers again, and just do normal things.
Damn, that's
And
great.
they had me going to school, like doing math, or like learning how to write again because I'm left-handed, but my left hand doesn't work at all. So I have to
Okay.
start learning how to write with my right hand,
Okay. Okay.
like from the beginning, like how you taught Marley from the beginning, like A, B, C, one, two, three. I have to do all of that, or from the beginning, like a kid.
And just so y'all know out there, man, this is one of the most intelligent people I've ever known in my life. You know what I'm saying? From day one, this is my dog right here.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah, definitely. You were very intelligent. I remember you won every. I remember you won everything when when we was in fourth, fifth grade. You know what I'm saying? He won the Dare essay and got the Dare shirt with the colorful Dare, not just the regular one. Remember that?
yeah. I always brag about that.
Yeah, I
I'm glad you
remember that
remember it.
because I
You're
wrote
touching me that you
something and
remember that.
I thought that I had it, bro. You know what I mean? And I
Oh, thank you for saying that. That touching me that you said that.
yeah, I thought that I had that. And another time when we had done our first oral oral book reports,
Uh
and
huh.
and everyone just did their book report and just went up in front of the class and they, Rima Villarreal. There was what was the white dude? There's a bunch of people in our class, but anyway, I went up and did mine. I did mine on like a killer whale or something. Paco Mendez did his on some Mexican stuff, and then you came to school that day. You did yours on Malcolm X.
Oh wow.
And you came into class that day. I remember you had on a suit. It was a gray suit. And you walked up in front of the class and you said, Assalamu alaikum. And then I was like, Wa alaikum salam. And no, everyone looked like, whoa, what's going on in class? And then so you went through, boom, did your whole thing, but you was doing it like in the first person, and like you were Malcolm X.
Oh okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
how you was telling it, like, you know what I'm saying? And then like
Yeah.
at the end you was like, does anybody have any questions? And boom, I raised my hand real quick. And then I was like, can you explain to the other kids what Assalamu alaikum means? You know what I'm saying? And you was like, yeah, it was this dude, whoop, 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 whoop. And you put it down, bro. And then I remember it was Mr. Scotalero's class. I remember the whole class started clapping, and I was like, yeah, that's my man right there. You know what I'm saying? I had to involve myself some way in it. Yeah. It was cool, man. That was cool, man. But yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
that's real cool.
all the way back to then. I mean, at that time we was only 9 years old. I think you was the oldest, and you was like 10, maybe. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I remember that, man. I remember a bunch of times, man. I remember when we first uh got our homerooms together in high school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We was happy as hell, man. And I remember that the the teacher the teacher would be like, "Watch out, doggy, man! Don't be licking me like that, man." Pause. My dog just jumped up, and licked my finger while it was hanging, man. It freaked me out right now. But I remember the teacher would be like, for some reason, I don't know. I was late, or I enrolled late or something. So like I started like in everyone's class like a day late or something. But every class I go to, you was in my class. I'm like, oh shit. So the teachers would be like, okay, well, your name's your name's this, your name's that, and they'll be like, William Smith. By the way, this is the real Will Smith, y'all, and y'all didn't even know that. You know what I'm saying? This is the official real Will Smith. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better get it right, man. It is not the man. That is the one you see on TV. Is not the real Will Smith. Just to let y'all know. But they'll be like, yeah, William Smith. I'll be like, man, you better tell him your name. He'd be like, I go by Lanier. They be like, Lanner? Nah, Lanier.
Oh, I remember that. Thank you for these memories too, because my memory is real messed up. So thank you for reminding me of these things.
But you would
really appreciate it.
You would do the same thing to me though, because they'll be like Richard Moore, and they'll be like, "Just do they call you anything else?" And I'll be like, "Nah." You'll be like, "Nigga, don't lie. Your name is Ricky." I'll be like, "Yeah, some people call me Ricky though. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and call me Ricky and shit. People that know me." Yeah, man, we used to do it up, man. I remember we would watch the I'm 'Bout It movie every morning before we go to school.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Every morning before school, we watching 'Bout It. Cole, freshmen in high school. You couldn't tell us nothing though.
Nah.
You couldn't tell us
nothing. We were the kings of that town, bro.
What's that?
I said we were the kings of that town.
We were the kings, man. For sure, man. We was the kings, man. Like, we didn't even feel like we had to adhere to everything everyone else did. Like, but at the same time, we wasn't dumb. We can go to class the day that the test is took and ace the test.
Yeah.
We just didn't like being there all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We'd be there after school. We'll be there after school till about 4:00, but we wasn't there when it was school was in. In school in somebody else's whole class. Like, we ain't even in this class. We here though.
Man, it's beautiful. You still have your brain, bro.
I love my life, man, and you know what? Really talking to you and really being able to do this, man. I really do appreciate stuff a lot more, because me too, man. I'm not perfect. I'm a introvert and an extrovert at the same time, so it's double crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I do like to be by myself a lot, and I do build a lot. I build a lot in solace. You know what I'm saying? When I'm around other people, I don't get as much done.
Mhm.
But I built this platform on my own, and I was trying to outsource, things, how to do this and stuff like that. And my wife would just always tell me, like, you could do that yourself. You could do it yourself. And she was like, I know you could do all this by yourself. You don't need no one to help you. Because I was thinking about getting like a sound guy and this, and she was like, nah, because you're gonna have to wait on people. And just like today, you know what I'm saying? I went to the store to get some vegetables because my wife was gonna cook dinner tonight, and I mean, not even. I pulled around the corner and seen my house. I'm pulling into my driveway, and I'm like, I'm gonna call in there, and we're gonna do a damn podcast today.
Thanks for thinking about me.
And I called you immediately, and you was like, yeah, and the phone was ringing a couple times, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna let this motherfucker ring. I let that motherfucker ring, man. And sure enough, you picked up, man, and I'll let you know, man.
Like, yeah, if it's not Sunday, you can just keep calling me, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Now from here on out, the show gonna get real familiar with it.
I'm so glad to hear that you and Sonya are still together and doing good. That makes me so proud.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that, man. It means a lot coming from you, whether you want to believe it or not. It does, because you know what I'm saying. Your word is something that does mean something to me, man. And I know that our lives have gone in different directions, and they have intersected back at times also. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like God puts people in your life when you need them, and like everybody is not supposed to be in our life all the time. You know?
Yeah. He knows what he's doing, bro.
Yeah, exactly, and then I think that people get put back together for the same reason, know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I'm glad to have you in my life. I'm glad you reached out to me. I'm glad I finally did pick up the phone and didn't just turn it off or something last night.
Oh, I am too. I'm so glad. I'm so fortunate for that. I'm very, very grateful for that.
Most definitely. And once again, y'all, make sure you keep an eye on your blood pressure. I will be going to get mine checked immediately. I might go do it today. I got to run a couple errands, but I might just slide into my personal
Yeah, it
doctor.
doesn't take very long.
Yeah, I might just slide in there and just tell him to, let me check me out, and then I'm gonna see where I'm at, and I'm gonna educate myself on it because it's all about educating yourself, man.
Yeah, they call it the doctors call it the silent killer because you can't feel nothing really
The
until it's too
silent
late.
killer, y'all.
Yeah, it sneaks up on you.
Just with that kind of name, man, that is a very damn, man. Like, and these are doctors that are calling it the silent killer.
Yeah, these are doctors that call it that. And
Yeah,
the crazy thing is because
this
I didn't grow up with my father, but it runs in my father's family. He has two sisters. My two aunties that died of it.
oh,
I didn't
right.
know that because I didn't grow up with my dad, so we weren't. So I wasn't that close to know all the things that I should have known about what I should be looking for.
You know what, man? Rest in peace to my uncle Chris Green, man. He didn't know neither, bro. Out of no, I mean, he was strong. This was like 5 years ago now. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
he had a heart attack out of nowhere, bro.
yeah, that's how it
Strong,
happened.
strong, healthy, swole. Don't do no drugs. Don't even drink. Just smoke weed. I mean, just the healthiest person you would ever think. And
Yeah,
and my man just had a heart attack one day, right?
that's
Check this
crazy.
check this out, man. My man had a
Rest
heart
in
attack
peace.
one day, and he went to the hospital, whoop de whoop de whoop, and he survived, right?
Yeah,
So, bro, this is crazy. Like 2 days after he gets out I was wondering where he was at for like 2 days, right? So then
yeah,
he pops up like on the third day, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, what's up? He was like, man, I've been at the hospital, whoop de whoop de whoop. And rest in peace, Chris Green, man. I love this man. I love this man with my heart, man, with all my heart, man. So he's like, man, I had a heart attack. Uh, I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, they telling me I can't eat this, I can't do that, I can't smoke, I
mm,
can't whoop de whoop, blah blah blah. And I'm like, fuck, that's crazy. I'm like, I didn't know how to think about it. Like, just like when you called me, like, and you telling me this last night, I'm like, I don't, it's so much to take
yeah.
in.
It's a
Like,
lot to take in.
you're
It's a
kind
lot
of
to take
like,
in.
what, like, fuck, what do you say? Like, how am I supposed to feel? Like, this is crazy, right? So he's telling
Yeah,
me all this, right? And he's like, I didn't even know that I had uh people in my family that have died from heart attacks. So his sister Dawn was telling him she's back in Pittsburgh. Shout out to Pittsburgh. Shout out to the Steelers, the Penguins, and everything, man. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
so yeah, Dawn's telling him like, yeah, Grandpa died from this, and our uncle, and whoop de whoop de whoop, and he didn't know.
Yeah, you really gotta know your family history.
Right, he didn't know his family members like that. So he's like, apparently it runs in the family. So the
Yeah, it's
next,
very important to try to learn as much as you can about your family's medical history.
right. So the next day after that, we're chilling, right? And I remember I was showing him the movie when the new Mad Max came out,
Yeah,
and we're watching Fury Road or whatever it was called. But anyway, so he comes over. It's like 8, 7 or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
hmm,
And I told my wife, like, man, Chris had a fucking heart attack, man. And so anyway, uh, when he came by, she kind of just like went in the room and like let us, you know what I'm saying, just chill and watch TV because we lived in that small apartment at the time. So we was chilling, watching the movie, and you know, we watching it. He keep falling asleep. You know what I'm saying? Because I think at the time, like he was staying in his car or something. He was fighting with his significant other. But anyway, um, so I'm just let him sleep and wake up and sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like, do what you do. You know what I'm saying? We chilling.
yeah,
So I'm eating some chips in the kitchen. He come in the kitchen. He like, man, I can't even eat no chips no more. They said I can't eat no chips. I'm like, ain't this a bitch? But I think we did eat something healthy. I think my wife had made something. So anyway, he leaves that night, and goes to his girl's house, whoop de whoop, and he went to sleep that night, and I guess he had another heart attack in his sleep, and he had passed away, and that was
Wow.
like,
Yeah, yeah. Blink your eyes right now.
yeah,
Just blink really quick.
I'm
That's
blink,
how fast your life could change.
yeah,
Literally, it could really change your whole life. You're like a new person.
it happened so quick, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then we was like, oh yeah, you straight, and then bam, again. This time it wasn't fortunate enough to make it out.
Oh,
It's crazy. And same thing with
great.
you, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you were saying, like God really got His hands on you, man, because you done had 5 of these joints, and people don't make it through one.
Yeah, and I'm not perfect. I'm not. I haven't done the best with my life all the time, but I've tried to be a good person. I really have.
That's good, man.
But I've slipped. I've slipped a lot of times.
Definitely,
But
as
God never closed the door on me.
we all have, man, and we done been. I've been to the point where I even denounced God at times in my life. You know what I'm saying? When I did come back to the Lord, you know what I'm saying, I really did get on my knees and
Yeah.
really have a good cry about it, because I felt like my father had left me at times, and everybody in my life has left me. You know what I'm saying? So I get really emotional when people leave me. That's probably a big reason why I'm by myself a lot, because I don't want to go through somebody
To
leaving
go
me.
through it again, yeah.
Right, right, right. But we breaking barriers out here, man. This is the Marathon More podcast, and y'all locked in. And we just gonna keep on doing what we do, you know what I'm saying, and let this thing happen organically, man. But I really like sitting here and just chopping it up, man, because as I'm sitting
Oh, I
here,
really enjoyed this. I needed this.
yeah, me too,
Sometimes
man.
I just need to feel normal again.
Right, right, right. You know what I'm saying? And and we here. The Marathon More podcast is here, man. Me, you know what I'm saying, everything. And hopefully, when you do come out here, we could, you know what I'm saying, sit down and chill together and rap, and build right here. You know what I'm saying? You can be sitting right here next to me. We can get you on, get your face on the YouTube and whatnot. You know what I'm
Oh, that
saying?
was beautiful. I would love that.
There's people watching us in different countries. I look at my analytics, and you know what I'm saying. And it ain't even really people from where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? All these people say they support you out there, but they can't even hit
Yeah, we all people though.
a free
We all got
subscribe
a connection.
a free subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? It don't cost
Yeah,
nothing.
you gotta subscribe. Make sure you pay attention to Mr. Moore. He's a good man.
Yeah,
You know what
man.
he's talking about. We all just people. We're all connected.
That's right. That's right. For sure, man. I remember so many things, man. I remember we were tough, man. We were tough, and I had told my wife this story about me and you, and a long time ago, man. We were maybe like in 4th grade, and me and my dad, rest in peace. Um, we were throwing the football at the park, and then so you, Cottrell, cousin Junior, uh,
Yeah.
and who else? We was kind of deep, but y'all was walking through. We were all at Ryan. Me and my dad were at Ryan Park, and then y'all was walking through Ryan. You know how we used to walk through Ryan Park to
Oh
get.
yeah, 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 definitely.
So we playing football. Me and my dad playing catch, and I see you and the homies coming up. So I'm like, yo, what up? What up? You know what I'm saying? And y'all like, what up? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We was young and thugging. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so we like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You like, yeah, throw the ball. So I think my dad threw you the ball, and you remember, like in Boys in the Hood, he's like, thanks, cuz, like you kind of grabbed the ball, and my pops was a big dude, and
Yeah.
I didn't think you knew my pops was crazy like he was at the time. So he threw you the ball, and I think you threw it to cousin Junior, and Junior threw it to Contrell, and my pops is like right here, and y'all just kept throwing it with each other, and I'm like, oh shit. So I guess they threw you back the ball. My pops was like, "Give me the ball," and like you was kind of like, "Nah," type nigga, and he was like, "Give me the motherfucking ball, nigga," and you was like, "Yeah," like okay. You threw him the ball, and I seen your face. You know, it looked like my face when he be tripping on me. So I walked up to you like, "Hey man, it's cool." He was just playing, man, and you was just like, "No, you wasn't, nigga." I was like, "Oh shit." That's how I be feeling at the house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, that's your pops is different.
Yeah, my pops is a big ass nigga, man. So yeah, man. It was. There's so many memories. That's not even. I'm just freestyling, man. I remember so many. And when it came to school, I remember we'd be
Yeah,
on.
you're bringing them back up to my head though.
Yeah, we used to hoop on the court with AC Green and 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 and
Yep.
David Bryson and
Oh
fucking
yeah.
Corey Town, Russ Guerra, Chandra
Mhm.
Anderson, uh, Joseph Woods. We was deep, man. There was a lot
Yeah,
of
it was deep.
there's a lot of us, man. We used to run the turkey trot. Yeah, man. This is
Oh
cool.
yeah, if the internet was out back then, we would have been ruling this world, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Shit, man. My kids are so fortunate, man. If we had social media and shit back when we were younger,
Yeah.
shit would have been crazy. But like, I feel like because we didn't have, I mean, it's cool and everything, but I feel like we really got the most out of life when we were kids because
Yeah, we got to actually make bonds,
yeah, like you know what I'm saying. Like we've gotten
not these fake friends that people have now.
right, we got into real situations together and had to
Yeah.
really react in real time. Like we
Yeah,
used to
yeah,
fight
yeah.
adult drunk bums. You know what I'm saying? Walking down the alley, like
Yep.
you see
Yep,
what
exactly.
your man is made of right there. You know what I'm
Yeah, yeah,
saying? Like,
yeah.
and we built, like you said, man, we built bonds off of that. You know what I'm saying? And it's
Yeah, these bonds are strong too. They last forever, bro.
it's crazy because it's the same way with Vic, you know what I'm saying? Like we could not talk for years, you know what I'm saying? But we when we do talk, it's like I just seen you yesterday. Like there's no timestamp on that, you know what I'm
Yeah, it's
saying?
crazy. Victor's the first person to call me the N word.
Yeah,
Oh, we
yeah.
became best friends.
That's crazy, right? You know what I'm saying? Look at that, man. Look at
Yeah,
that.
when Mr. Carlson walked us to the park,
Damn, that's
he was playing
crazy.
his guitar.
Damn. What school? What grade was that? Was that third or fourth? No, we
I
was
think
in
I was
fourth.
fourth.
Yeah, for sure. That was fourth. Yep. And then in fifth grade, you had Miss Lindsay and I had Miss Padfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We go back. Those classes were right next door to each other.
It's crazy that Victor's kids go to Megalito now.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I wanted my kids to go to Megalito so bad. I wanted my kids to go to Megalito, but my oldest daughter went to Fillmore, and then my second daughter, she has all the same teachers pretty much that my oldest daughter had.
How many kids you guys got?
We have three daughters.
You have $3?
Yeah, man.
Congratulations, bro.
Yeah. We have a 15-year-old, we have a 10-year-old, and we have a 4-year-old.
Wow.
A 4-year-old. Yeah. Been doing it up, man. Better living, man. I got a good
Yeah,
career.
it's the life, bro.
I got a good career, you know what I'm saying? I finally
Yeah.
got it right, you know what I'm saying? Got
Yep.
insurance for my family, dental, vision, you know what I'm saying? We got everything
Yep.
sewed up, I'm starting to look into little Roth IRAs and I'm making savings accounts and all that good bullshit, man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just getting life together, trying to get my feet up under us, you know what I'm saying? If anybody's
Yeah,
still
yeah.
doing
Do what you can do. Do your best.
I'm over here. I'm good though, man. I'm just trying to stay out the way. I'm trying to stay strong. Me and my wife go to the gym every day. You know, even though we both have
Oh, that's what's up.
even though we got full-time jobs, we still get it in super
Yeah, yeah.
early on the weekends. You know,
Okay.
and it's built a lot. You know what I'm saying? We're starting to actually at least once a month. Starting right now, we're gonna be doing something with just us at one night. You know, during the month. You know, just to have a little bit of
Yeah.
time to ourselves. We went to go see the new Michael Jordan Air movie last week. That was super good.
It was good.
Man, it was good. It had Marlon Wayans in it. It had you know, the two homies from Goodwill Hunting, you know what I'm saying? Those are my boys, Matt
Yeah.
Damon and Ben Affleck. They're my
Oh
guys.
yeah. I love Ben Affleck. My
Man,
God.
he's one of my favorite dudes, honestly, bro.
Yeah, he's my mind too.
He's really one of my favorite dudes out there. And yeah, it had Marlon in it. It had another brother in it too, man. It was Chris Tucker.
It's
Uh,
called Air.
It's called Air, bro. It just came out last week, man. It's at the movies right now. It ain't no joke. It's all about the Michael Jordan getting signed to Nike. Their Nike in the beginning when they used all their money instead of signing three people, they took all the money and just wanted Jordan. It's a trip, man, and it's super good, man. It's really good. It got Jordan's
Yeah, I'm
mom.
probably gonna go check that out.
I think it's Cicely Tyson. No, not Cicely Tyson. It's the girl that all. It's the fuck. What roles did she play? That plays Jordan's mom. Um, damn, forget what it is. But yeah, man, she does a really good role. It's amazing. It's an amazing movie, man. And
Okay.
it's all based on a true story. It's really good, man. And if you do see it, let me know. Maybe next week we'll do like a movie review or something about it. But I don't know
Yeah,
how
for sure. I'll definitely let you know.
I know. Yeah, there's so many things that I'm thinking that we could do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
Yeah.
just to tap in and stuff like that because you know I do shorts and stuff on YouTube. And 2 months ago, they just started monetizing shorts on YouTube. So I put up a lot of content now in shorts. You'll see when you go to the page and stuff like that, and what I'm
Yeah.
trying to
Well,
do.
make sure you send me the information.
Yeah, it's just Marathon More podcast, all one word on
Yeah, you better text it to me
Okay, I'll send you a link.
or send me a link. Yeah, that's the best way.
Yep, for
Uh,
sure, for
My
sure.
brain is like halfway gone, bro.
Okay, well
So
I'm gonna be the other half for you. You know what I'm saying when we
yeah,
talking.
yeah, yeah. I need all the help I can get.
Yeah, don't
I'm
even
like a
trip.
baby.
Don't worry about nothing, nigga.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
It's all gravy, bro.
I
Like
really appreciate it, dog.
it's gravy train, bro. I like doing this, man. This is the shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it really means something.
Yeah, I wouldn't ask you if I didn't need it, but I need everything.
And you
All the
know
help I
what?
can get. I
I
really
think the
do.
people gonna appreciate this kind of shit, man, because this is real talk with real people. You know what
This
I'm
is
saying?
real, bro.
This
This
is
is as
real.
real as it gets.
And you know what I'm saying? I mean, and for everybody out there, put your hands together too. You know what I'm saying? And say a prayer for my man. You know what I'm saying?
Please.
That
And I'm not
everything.
a soft man, bro. I'm a fighter,
I
but
know
this
it.
gets
I
to
know
me
it. Hey,
sometimes.
you can never have enough prayers. You know what I'm saying? So prayers up. You know what
That's
I'm
the
saying?
truth.
Everybody out there, man, I want y'all to send my man a prayer. You know what I'm saying? For a speedy
And
recovery.
we send a prayer out to all of you guys too.
And we're gonna send some prayers out to y'all too,
You
cause
guys
we
keep
love
your head
y'all.
up and keep on going, cause
Straight
you
up.
can beat it.
Yes,
Just give it your
sir.
best. It's usually good enough. Just give it your best.
That's right. That's right. And that's a message for today, man. You got to give it our best because you never know how quick things can change in your life. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have heard a lot of stories, you know, since me and my man been on this phone. We've been on the phone for over an hour already. It don't even feel like it.
No, I don't. But I do need to use the restroom. I was trying to hold it to stay on the phone because I'm really enjoying this.
It's very
This is
good,
the
man.
best time I've had in a long time, bro.
Hey,
And I appreciate you for doing this for me.
and we gonna keep doing this, man. And I want you to know that I
You
love you,
lifted me,
brother.
man. Thank you.
I love you,
I love
man.
you too.
And we're gonna
Pause.
tap in. We're gonna do this again. Pause. You feel me? The long way. Pause. You feel me? All right, brother. I love you, man. I'm gonna get at
Oh,
you. I'm
brother,
gonna
you've been
text
my
you in a
brother
little
for a
bit.
long time, bro, and I thank you for it.
No problem,
I
man.
appreciate it.
No problem,
All
man.
right,
I
bro.
appreciate you. Love you, bro.
Love you too.
One. That's my man right there, man. That's some serious. That's heavy, man. That's heavy. We're blessed. Definitely blessed. And has been another Marathon More podcast. Hit that subscribe, hit that like, and share. One love, baby. Stay safe out there, y'all. Marathon More podcast. Tap in.